Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to episode 26 of Breakfast. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This is going to be a much shorter video today because I am in the middle of a move. I have been trying to pack and move stuff and organize stuff while still trying to do all the work that I have to do, while still trying to fast and do my regular daily cardio workouts. And none of that has changed, thankfully, because the one thing I will not bend on is my health. And that's something that I have promised myself, well, ever since I started fasting 10 plus months ago. So today I am going to be ending my 13th 65 plus hour back-to-back fast, which has now lasted over a month. And I've still been doing an hour of cardio a day, either it be a walk or riding my bike, skipping rope. I'll do the occasional push-ups. And yesterday I ended up buying a kettlebell. I bought a 30-pound one, which I don't know if I ordered too heavy of a kettlebell, but we'll see. I don't even really know how to work one of those yet, but that's what YouTube is for, right? And that'll be going to my new apartment. And I'm hoping once I get to my new apartment, a lot of what I'm doing right now will be more organized. I'll be more settled, and having my own space finally, I think, will give me, I guess, just a little more structure than what I've had for the last couple months since I moved back to Chicago. Also, the one thing that really hasn't changed much is my refeeds. So I'm still eating anywhere between 6,000 and 7,000 calories, but at the same time, my weight has not changed. I mean, it changes, it varies from here to there, but not by a lot. When I started doing these 65s, I weighed in at 136 pounds. Today, I weighed in at 135.2 pounds. So sometimes I'll gain a pound, sometimes I'll lose a pound, but otherwise, it's been pretty much the same. I've been maintaining doing these 65s. Now, this is not where I want to end up. I still want to pursue bigger goals. I've said this many times. I still want to lose the rest of my body fat, the excess body fat. I still want to gain muscle. Those are still like two big things that are on my list to do. And again, I think having this apartment, being on my own again, will just help solidify the structure of what I'm doing. I also don't want to use that as an excuse because I know there's more that I could do here, but I think in my head, I'm telling myself, no, Jerome, once you're there, it's going to be perfect. And I know it's not going to be. And that's actually something I want to talk about today. Watching some of my episodes lately of Breakfast, they seem kind of repetitive. You see me eat the same stuff all the time. You see me talk about the same stuff, but I don't really know how I'm going to change that content. But maybe that's something I can think about for the next upcoming episodes. Since I'm going to be moving, at least this background is going to be different. Where I refeed is going to be different. It's going to be a different kind of mindset. Plus, I'm going to be in my own kitchen and have my own space. So I think I'm going to be able to do a lot more cooking, especially now that I'm going to be on my own. Like, saving money and having a limited budget is going to be really important to me. So I'm going to focus more on cooking again. So I'm excited for that. So there will be some change. I'll just, when that next episode comes, I'll give you the rundown on how I'm feeling about that. So the one thing that I want to kind of just close in on here is the fact that, yes, while I'm happy at where I'm at, while I'm maintaining, the one thing that I always leave behind is giving myself time to just love and appreciate who I am today, at the weight I am today, at the weight I was a month ago, 3 months ago, 10 months ago, when I was 85 plus pounds more. The one thing that I have always done is look at myself negatively. And I mean, even today, I still look at myself that way. I feel a lot better today, but I don't think I've ever given myself the time to really appreciate who I am, regardless of my weight. And I think that's really important because no matter how much weight you lose, no matter how much confidence you build, I think if you don't properly love yourself, regardless of who you are, like, or who I was at 220 pounds or me now at 135 pounds, I think if I never come to terms with the fact that you know, I was still that same person then. And yeah, maybe my mindset was different. And I think a lot of that was just because of the way I felt. But I think these are demons that I still don't fully understand. And it's still something that I'm trying to understand is even if I end up falling off the wagon tomorrow and I gain 20 pounds or I gain 30 pounds or I gain 80 pounds, and I'm not saying that's what I want to do. Like that's the furthest from the truth, because at this point in my life, I want to be as healthy as I can be. I think that's a benefit to me. It helps me in my mindset. It helps me stay confident. And like I've said this, maybe not on camera often, but it's saved my life. Like fasting and being healthy has saved my life. And the one thing I need to remind myself is that no matter how many times I've failed before in the past and where I'm at today, I should always appreciate where I came from and who I was then, because it's made me who I am today. I know a lot of this sounds really cliche, but I don't. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, I can't believe that was me. And I feel like that's not the right mindset for it. I feel like I should have always appreciated who I was, no matter what. And it's all been a learning experience. And I think that's something that I just want to like put out there for other people who might be in that similar position. You might be looking at yourself and you might not feel the best, but I think in order for you to move forward, in order for you to get on this journey, I think it's really important to always appreciate who you are, love yourself for who you are, no matter what weight. I don't know. I don't think this really came off as well as I intended it to be, but I've had many dark days in my past, and I don't know how I was able to get out through some of them. I always had this like vision that once I started doing this, once I figured out how to lose weight or whatever, like life would be perfect. And it isn't. It really isn't, because there's still so much to learn along the way. It also made me realize that like losing weight in 2 months or 3 months, like put me nowhere near my end goal. If anything, it just reinforced the fact that there is so much of me or any of us that we need to still learn about ourselves. And I think taking those steps at least put me on the right path to find that. Because here I am today, 10 months later, 85 plus pounds lost, and I feel like there's still so much of me that I haven't learned. Yeah, I lost the weight, but mentally, I don't know if I'm completely there yet. I don't know if I have the mindset to continue this on for as long as, for the rest of my life. There are still issues with eating or the way I look at myself in the mirror. And I think these are things that you might not be able to recognize until you either get the mindset to do that, even at a heavier weight, where you realize like, hey, I need to appreciate who I am today, because these are going to be demons that you might not see coming. You might think that everything's going to be perfect once you get down to that weight or whatever, but life isn't like that. And I think that's what I actually enjoy where I'm at right now, because it made me realize that there is still so much that I need to do. And if anything, it's opened up other paths for me to go down on, right? To look at and say, wow, now that I've gotten these other goals out of the way, I can look forward to these new goals and these new like paths, right? It's made me more confident. It's made me like want to do more and reach out more. But I also don't think that this, I felt like when I think about it today, I feel like these are things that I could have done even at a heavier weight. like all these goals and like projections for the future or whatever. I feel like I could have done all of this even at a heavier weight, but I didn't have the mindset for it then. So if anybody's watching this and anybody thinks that like you are less of who you are because you're at whatever weight, please get that out of your head, because you are so much more than that. I think about myself in the past, and I achieved so much, even despite how I felt about myself and how much I hated where I was at and how I felt just physically about myself. I was capable of so much. And I know that even if tomorrow I woke up and I was 85 plus pounds again, I know that I could have still been that same person that I am today. Whatever, you guys know what I'm saying. I don't know. I feel like I feel like this is a word salad at this point, but I just wanted to put this out there. Anyway, wow, that made me a little more emotional than I thought. And I feel like I didn't even get the words out that I needed to express. That's it for today, guys. I know this is a different kind of episode, but the next episode of Breakfast, I will be in a new environment. I'm going to be back in the city of Chicago, and I can't wait. So I hope you guys can make it there with me. I have a lot in store. I have a lot planned, and let's see where this goes. Anyway, with that being said, I know I'm awful at these endings, so thank you for joining on this episode of Breakfast. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Take it easy. See you later.